thing haul the mail?
You want to know if it hauls the mail? That was a 40-mile-an-hour rolling burnout. Dog, I literally just planted it, and I felt it downshift, and I was like, okay, whatever. And then it lit, and I was like, holy f***. What's going on, guys? It's Dustin with Custom Offsets, back with another vehicle spotlight for you. This time, we're looking at Nick's 2015 Ford F-250, sitting on stock suspension, got some TIS wheels, some radar tires. Let's check it out. All right, guys, so we're gonna start with the wheel and tire package. Now, Nick here is rocking a set of 20 by 10 TIS 553s. That's an exclusive wheel. You can only get it here at Custom Offsets. This one is gonna be a -19 offset. So, in true Custom Offsets fashion, got a little bill here, do a little bill test, right? So, what's unique about this wheel is it does have a little bit of concavity in the face, so you can see the spokes kind of sweep out as they get to the edge there. So, talking just a couple inches of lip, but it is a little bit deceiving, because like I said, you have a little bit more lip here as that spoke dives back. Wrapped around that, of course, is a set of Radar Renegade RTs, super popular hybrid tire. We've had them for a long time. Been really, really awesome on a couple of builds here. This one is a 33 12.5 R20, so obviously 10 wide wheel, 12.5 wide tire, right? You do get some sidewall bulge here. There is a little bit of sidewall protection, so if that's something you're super concerned about, this is a pretty good option for you. Now, this truck is on stock suspension, right? There's no leveling kit or lift kit of any kind on this one. But as you can see, this 33 on this 10 wide fits super well in this wheel well. It fills out a lot of that space. And of course, he has no issues with rubbing or scrubbing of any kind. Not only because there's plenty of room on the back side, but also that front bumper on the front there really helps make sure you got no rubbing issues. Speaking of that front bumper, let's walk up there. So first things first, you're gonna see this big old black Weston front bumper. Looks super good on this truck. Nick tells us he does have some Morimoto goodies, some 4-bangers and stuff on the way for that bumper to help really fill those voids and make sure it looks good. On top of that, you got some Morimoto headlights, super bright, one of the most functional and just good looking mods to a truck that I think you guys can do. From there, we'll kind of take a walk down the side here. As you can see, he's got some side steps here, a little bit of tube rail, you know, helps. Nick's a little older guy, you know, help him get, I'm kidding, he's not that old. But he's got the side steps, helps him get into the truck, of course. And then probably the most glaring thing about this truck is this big old Pops cap, right? The grandpa camper shell, if you would. Nick's kind of an off-road guy, so helps him keep all his gear nice and dry. Also a place to sleep if you need it. And this one's actually Raptor lined, so it looks really good. Not super familiar with the Raptor liner stuff, but this looks really good. It matches the paint pretty well. Of course, in the rear, same wheel and tire setup. Fits nicely inside that wheel well, just a little bit of poke, nothing super crazy here. Gives you kind of a little bit of functional look, but also not crazy, so you can still take it through the drive-thrus and stuff like that. As you come around back, he's got some tinted taillights, of course. Then he's got the Weston rear bumper as well to kind of round out the truck. So really just a super functional truck build. On top of all that, he's got 20% tint to match the rears. And of course, this one is tuned and deleted via EasyLink, so gives you all the fun stuff there. But that's enough out of me in here. Let's get this thing on the street, actually see how it drives. So we're out here on the road, of course. We're gonna be driving Nick's 2015 Ford F-250 like we discussed. And one thing I gotta say is this setup, although a little conservative, looks really, really good. Those 553s just look fantastic, especially in that black and milled. That little bit of concavity grabs some light as it's spinning. And then of course, you've got that parallel kind of chunky tread block on the Radar Renegade RTs there that just look really freaking good. Now, obviously, again, a 10 wide, a 33, it's a stock height Super Duty with an aftermarket front bumper, so no rubbing, no scrubbing, no trimming of any sort. You know, fits just super, super simple and really, really cleanly. And this thing drives relatively well. These Renegades don't really lane hunt super bad, which is nice. Of course, obviously, you have a little bit narrower tire in there compared to like a 14 wide, but they don't lane hunt. They make just about the perfect amount of noise where there's a little bit of tire hum. I don't know if you guys can pick that up on the camera at all, but it hums just a little bit to let you know the tire is there, but it's definitely not loud like a mud grap or something like that. So super awesome tire. I don't have any experience with these in the snow, but the guys that have them tell me they handle snow and adverse weather conditions pretty well. And really, probably the best part about these radars is they're a really just super affordable tire. They won't break the bank. They come in at a price point that pretty much everyone can afford, and they're just freaking awesome. So very impressed with this thing. Really like the way it drives, really like the way it handles. And obviously this is a super good setup for Nick, and a really good looking setup on top of that. So there you have it, guys. There is this set of TISs and radars on Nick's F-250 here. We're gonna get back to the shop, get Nick back his truck. We got some other stuff to take care of today. If you guys like what you see, make sure you subscribe. If there's any other information you wanna see out of these spotlights, be sure to drop a comment below. And of course, as always, if you wanna pick up a set of TISs and radars just like this one, you can check us out, customoffsets.com. Peace.